you've also got nonverbal and verbal cues. So the nonverbal cues are going to be things like patterns of speech, the volume of speech, as well as their articulation. The more confident a person is, they speak slower, they're way more deliberate, they have a sing song quality to their voice, and they tend to stutter less. People who are nervous tend to stutter more. That's a clear giveaway with me. If I'm stressed or I'm nervous, I begin stuttering. They begin to talk fast. That's something I also do, and they can sometimes become louder or become way more monotone. This is an indication of a lack of social regulation, meaning that there is stress in some way. Then you've got the verbal. The verbal has to do with what people say. So some people are going to they're going to change the way in which they use their pronouns. They're going to change the way in which they interact with people. They might say sorry a lot, or they might they might say other things. A huge slew of patterns that you can derive from someone's speech, how they speak, what they're saying, and clue in on certain words that they give. That's going to help you understand where their mind is at, what they're thinking, and whether they are trying to hide something or whether they're trying to hint towards something. So those are the three areas. You've got the physical, you've got the nonverbal, and you've got the verbal.
I'm glad you pointed all of those out. So everybody is watching, including myself. I needed a reminder and a refreshing course on all of that. I had a friend that I hadn't had any real physical contact with. I met them on social media. Um, they live like 600, 700 miles away. So I had to use verbal and nonverbal. I had to go an alternative route to pick up on certain things with them to know if they were happy, sad, if there was any hints of deception, joy, peace. I couldn't rely on eye contact and finger movements and all that, which made my senses sharper because I didn't have to physically hug them and be intimate with them in ways that people traditionally say is the right way to go about it. I did it through communicating with them, talking, asking questions, um, and going back to asking the same question I asked after I heard an answer that didn't match up the first time I asked the question. It was a lot of that, which led to me really knowing them better than they know themselves. And people think that's impossible. You think it's really difficult to get to know someone without sex, and it's boring if you don't have that part.